Right. Do you want a new look for the new year? Well, there are some cosmetic treatments that can add a little pick-me-up to your skin to help you look younger and more radiant. Here to talk more about it is Dr. Madina Falcone. She's an ophthalmologist from UConn Health. Good morning to you.
Good morning to you. Thank you for having me here.
Oh, thanks for coming in. Now, you're also trained in rejuvenation procedures.
Yes.
And this time of year is when we start thinking we need a little rejuvenation. We got through the holidays, we're tired, we want to pick me up, we're back at work and school. So let's talk about things like Botox and fillers.
Absolutely. Botox has been around for a very, very long time. It's FDA approved to treat wrinkles, specifically wrinkles around the face, the crow's feet that we all know about, the vertical lines between the eyebrows, the worry lines on the forehead.
So those would be the horizontal ones.
Right, the horizontal ones that appear. Basically, the injections are done in the office. There's no downtime. You come in, you have the injections done, you can go right back to work. You might have a little bit of redness at the site of where the injection was done. The injections, the Botox itself basically blocks the connection between the nerves and the muscles, allowing the muscles to relax. And as the muscles relax, the skin overlaying them relaxes as well, thereby smoothing out the wrinkles, giving you that brighter look. And really, you can also inject Botox at the very edges of your eyebrows, right where they kind of come down, called the tail of the brow.
And what would that do?
Yeah, and that's actually has become quite popular because that lifts up the brow, lifts up the tail of the brow, and gives you a temporary brow lift. So if you didn't want...
people like that arched look as well.
Right.
Would it sort of give you that?
Exactly. Yeah. It gives you that nice arched look, and you really want to balance it. You don't want to get that poker look where your eyebrows arch too much.
There's too much Botox, right?
Right, but you want to give it that nice smooth contour with the elevation of the very edge of the brow, kind of brightening up, opening up your eyes.
Okay, so I feel like people are getting more familiar with Botox, less scared of it. But fillers, what is the difference? Because you're putting things in your face in both cases.
Right, so fillers are, there's a variety of different ones out there. Some fillers are actually made out of hyaluronic acid, which is an acid that is found naturally in our body. It's a moisturizing acid.
Oh, it sounds scary, but it's already in our body.
Right,
okay.
And the acid kind of pulls in liquid and thereby plumps up. And so fillers are not something that blocks any kind of interaction. They're physical injectable gels that inject into your body, and they're natural in a sense that your body, most of them are natural in a sense that your body kind of knows them, and they can fill out the hollows that develop as time goes on.
As we age, we lose that fat layer, right?
Right,
in our
so
face?
we get the hollows around the eyes, we get the cheeks that come down a little bit, and you can use fillers to physically lift up the cheeks, fill out those hollows, smooth out the marionette lines that we get around our lips.
Oh, that's a good description for them.
Right, and they're all basically things that occur as we move our face with time. They just kind of develop in those areas. And you can put fillers into the lips. There's a different type of filler that you can put in the lips that helps to smooth out and plump up our lips, because with time those thin out as well.
That's right. Oh, interesting. So many options now. Another one is eye lift surgery. When do you need to go from, like you mentioned, lifting the brow with Botox to actually going in there and getting something done?
That's a great question. A lot of patients will ask that. I think it's all about how you feel as a patient. Some people want a very minimal look, minimal change to their look. They want to look like they haven't had absolutely anything done. And then there are people that have had a lot of aging that has occurred. More droopy excess skin on the lids, on the upper lids, more puffiness and kind of prolapsed fat bags, what we call them, on the lower lids. Those are things that you can't really correct with fillers or Botox, and that's more of a permanent solution, is to have surgery. With the upper eyelid lift, basically the excess skin is removed, and with the lower lid it's the same thing. We remove the fat and redrape the skin in the more appropriate or more preferable way, and then the patients go home. They heal very well from surgery. There are some stitches that are left behind, but they melt on their own, and it is all a matter of just a personal preference.
And have a good conversation with your doctors. Well, find out what works for you. A new year, new you. Great ideas. Thanks so much for coming in and explaining those.
Thank you for having me.